Hello everyone, it is your host Seth the Programmer, and today I'm going to be doing a video on how fast is God Goku or Super Saiyan God Goku. So I've been hearing many people unironically tell me that it's impossible for Goku to go faster than the speed of light, and that all the Z fighters, and him included, are far slower than light, which is incredibly wrong, but let's get right into the debunks. So many people go against Goku being faster than light because it contradicts laws like relativity, etc., but this is a fallacy for many reasons. But to keep it brief, this is a fictional story where relativity more than likely does not actually apply, and nor did the authors actually consider that when writing their story. An example, take Superman. He traveled the universe in around 60 days, whereas it would normally take light 13 plus billion years to do the same exact thing. This means Superman is faster than light. Try to debunk it. Well, yeah, Superman proved he's trillions of times faster than light, but it contradicts relativity, so it doesn't count. You sound like a child, honestly. You're implying that a feat, something that physically happened and was shown in a fictional story, is not valid because it contradicts a law that only logically applies to real life. This argument is literally equivalent of me seeing someone bench 1,000 pounds and saying, well, sure, he lifted it, but bones and muscle tendons would have snapped under that much pressure because it's against human biology to lift that much. It's fucking redundant. Rethink your argument, get some new shit, then come back to me when you're ready to argue like a logical person. In the meantime, sit your ass down and listen to what we have to say. Anyways, moving on, let's get into how fast Goku is. I apologize in advance for that. You guys have no idea how many spastics have been attacking me with those weak arguments recently. So many things you should know about Goku is that Goku has been faster than light for a very long time. You have feats of Piccolo, Goku's inferior, obliterating the moon in around 2 seconds flat with one of his weakest and casual attacks. It takes light 1.2 seconds to hit the moon, so that means you'd only have to be twice as fast as Piccolo's weakest attack in the beginning of DBZ to be faster than light. So this literally means Goku with the Kaioken times 2 would be faster than light, as he is at bare minimum 2 times faster than Piccolo's weakest attack, which hit the moon in 2 seconds. Now, I've heard many people downplay Goku using his travel feats, etc., but what you need to recognize is there's a massive difference between using speed to travel and speed to fight. Fighting or combat speed is mainly reflexes and instinct, where your body can react insanely quickly in short bursts, whereas traveling can last numerous minutes, etc. I'd also like to bring up to those that still unironically plug in Snake Way to Goku's speed, that Goku slept on his way to King Kai's, and when he was traveling back to Earth to fight the Saiyans, he was suppressed. He never used his full abilities until he became face to face with Nappa and Vegeta. In fact, he was trying to conserve his energy the entire time, and even chose to ride on the Nimbus Cloud that he's faster than to reach the Saiyans and conserve his energy when he was on Earth. Travel speed like this shouldn't even matter in a fight anyway though. In the words of Batman, who's faster, Usain Bolt or Bruce Lee? What Batman's implying is that a Usain Bolt can run faster than Bruce, but Bruce is far faster than Bolt in combat. This also applies to Goku's combat feats versus his travel feats, etc. Anyway, that's just to show Goku is faster than light in just early Dragon Ball. Now let's get on to why you're really here. How fast is post-God Goku? The first thing you need to know about God Goku is that he was able to compete with the suppressed Beerus God of Destruction, a Beerus that had powered up somewhat slightly compared to his casual level he flies around the universe judging people with. Now what's interesting is that casual Beerus is massively faster than light. Here's a few examples. Beerus, whose dimension sits outside of the universe, told Whis to go fetch him some food in a different galaxy. And in just about 2 minutes after Whis was about to acquire the food, Beerus appears in the next galaxy instantaneously because he was impatient Whis was taking so long. Now, to put this into perspective, it takes light about 101,000 years to travel across the galaxy. So even if you were to say it took Whis an entire year to travel to Whis, or travel half a galaxy, he'd still be over 50,000 times faster than light. But it only took him less than 2 minutes to travel possibly multi-galactic distances, which is over quadrillions of times faster than the speed of light. And hell, that's one of his lower showings. When fighting Super Saiyan God Goku, the flashes and energies launched from their brawl lit up the entire universe and beyond almost instantly after it happened. Into perspective, it takes light around 13.7 billion years to travel throughout the universe, yet Beerus and Goku lit up an entire macrocosm in an instant. This directly can equate to being sextillions to septillions of times faster than light, depending on how you calculate it. And for a raw feat that didn't require energy, Champa and Vados were in Universe 7 when Beerus was fighting Goku. They sensed Beerus and Goku, so they suppressed themselves heavily so they wouldn't be noticed under the shroud of Goku and Beerus' massive brawl and powers, etc. And then the old Kai and Kibito Kai noticed Champa, in which Vados and Champa noticed that they noticed them, then leaped from the universe to the Kaioshin realm in less than a second. They literally appear that same moment, no time lapse. Even if you lowballed and say he was near the edge of the universe and the Kai realm was right by the edge of the universe he was on, which is extremely unlikely, he would still have had to leap galactic distances in less than 5 seconds, which once again is far beyond quadrillions of times faster than light. This isn't to mention that Champa and Vados were farther away from the Kai realm than what I was calced. So how does this translate to Goku? Well, like I said, Champa and Vados were heavily suppressing themselves so that Beerus wouldn't notice them, meaning that Goku had more power in his God form than they did when heavily suppressing themselves and trying to hide, meaning Goku is even faster than the feat they pulled while heavily suppressed. And don't even get me started on how Goku absorbed all of his God powers and speed into just his base form, then can stack on all his other Super Saiyan forms onto that, and then on top of that Super Saiyan Blue, and then stack Kaioken onto that. His speed just becomes absolutely insane. There's also some people that believe, due to being 4th dimensional, he technically have above infinite 3rd dimensional speeds. There's also people that believe he's above infinite due to blitzing Hit's time leap, although Hit's Toki Dabashi is a bit vague and convoluted to use at the moment. Maybe when we learn more about it, we can use his feats more accordingly. Anyways, guys, that's the speed of God Goku. I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and till next time.